Okay, stop scrolling. Put down your coffee. We need to talk. Right. Now, I am literally shaking as I type this. I've been watching General Hospital since the days when the Quartermain mansion was actually full of Quartermains, and not just a glorified Airbnb for random drifting villains. But I don't think I have ever, and I mean ever, been this simultaneously horrified and absolutely glued to my screen as I was this week. Can we please, for the love of all that is holy, talk about what is happening at the Cain house, because my brain is breaking. It is actually breaking. First of all, let's just address the elephant in the room. Willow Tate is the new congresswoman. Are you kidding me? I mean, I know we've been watching her descent into madness for months now, and honestly, Dark Willow has been the best thing to happen to this character since she stopped wearing those floral cult dresses, but this is next level supervillain soap opera insanity, and I am here for it. But also, I'm terrified? Let's back up. Remember when Willow was the sweet self-sacrificing school teacher, the one who cried every time the wind blew too hard? Yeah, she's dead. She's gone. The woman we are watching now is a full-blown sociopath, and frankly, she's making Nell Benson look like a Girl Scout, taking Drew's congressional seat while he is literally lying in a bed paralyzed by drugs she is pumping into his veins. That is cold. That is ice cold. And the fact that she's doing it with a smile, playing the supportive, grieving wife to the press while secretly being his torturer. It's giving misery. It's giving Annie Wilkes. And I am screaming at my TV every single day. But here is where my brain is really starting to spiral, and this is what we need to discuss. Because the spoilers are hinting at something so messy, so chaotic, and so delicious that I don't know if I'm ready. So, the word on the street, and by street, I mean the deep dark corners of the spoiler forums, is that Kai Taylor is going to be the one tasked with taking care of Drew while Willow is off, playing politician. Let's pause on Kai for a second. Kai the intern. The PCU quarterback. The guy who just wanted to learn about government and maybe throw a football around. Does this kid have any idea what he is walking into? I feel like screaming at him through the screen. Run, Kai. Run. Because, Willow is spinning him some absolute fairy tale about why Drew is comatose. Oh, Kai, sweetie, he needs this special medicine to keep his brain swelling down. Or some medical mumbo-jumbo that Kai is just going to nod along with, because let's be real, Willow is terrifyingly convincing. But here is the kicker. Here is the part that is keeping me up at night. Kai is the logical choice to watch Drew because he's already there, right? He's the helpful intern. But Kai isn't a nurse. He isn't a doctor. He's a college kid. And eventually he is going to slip up. Or he's going to notice something. Or, and this is where it gets juicy, someone else is going to notice. And who does the universe love to torture more than anyone else in Port Charles? Michael Corinthos. Guys, think about the layers here. Think about the history. If the spoilers are right and Michael is the one who discovers the truth, oh my god. The irony would be suffocating. Let's remember, Drew Cain has been the bane of Michael's existence for like 2 years now. This man, his own uncle, stole his wife, he manipulated the custody situation, he turned Wiley against him. He has done everything in his power to destroy Michael's life. There is zero love lost there. I'm pretty sure if Michael saw Drew on fire, he wouldn't even spit on him to put it out. In fact, he might bring marshmallows. So imagine this scenario, Michael finds out. Maybe it's through Wiley. The spoilers are saying Wiley might be the key, and that makes total sense. Right, kids in soaps are always the ones who see the body in the closet or hear the secret conversation. Wiley goes over to visit his mommy Willow and daddy Drew. I still can't say that without gagging, and he wanders into the sick room. He sees Drew. Maybe Drew blinks at him. Maybe Drew tries to make a noise. Wiley is a smart kid. He comes home and tells Michael, Daddy, Uncle Drew looks scary. He can't move. Mommy gives him shots. Michael's ears perk up. He knows Willow. He knows she's unstable. He knows she's capable of, well, everything she's done lately. So he goes to investigate. He sneaks into the Cain house because, let's be real, Quartermaines and Corinthoses don't believe in doorbells, and he finds Drew Cain, drooling, paralyzed, trapped in his own body, a vegetable in the back bedroom. And this is the question I am posing to you, my fellow GH addicts. What does Michael do? This is the $1,000,000 question the spoilers are asking, and I am torn. I am so torn. Part of me, the petty part, the part of me that remembers every smug look Drew has given Michael over the last year, wants Michael to just walk away. Can you imagine? He sees his enemy helpless, realizes Willow has neutralized the threat, and just thinks, good, you deserve each other. It would be the darkest, most Sopranos-style move Michael could make. It would be pure Sonny Corinthos. You made your bed, Uncle Drew. Now lie in it. But then there's the hero complex. Michael is still a Quartermaine. He's still deep down under all the mob prince anger a good guy. Can he really leave a man to be tortured? Even that man, even the man who stole his family? If Michael saves Drew, he effectively owns him. Think about the power dynamic shift. Drew's been strutting around town like he's God's gift to politics, acting like he's the moral superior to everyone. If Michael is the one to pull the needle out of his arm and drag him to safety, Drew would owe him his life. He would have to look Michael in the eye and say, thank you. That might be a fate worse than death for Drew Cain. And honestly, I kinda want to see it. I want to see the look on Drew's face when he wakes up in a hospital bed the fog clearing. And the first person he sees is Michael Corinthos, standing over him with a smirk. Rough week, Uncle Drew. And can we talk about Willow in all this? If Michael finds out, he holds Willow's fate in his hands too. He could expose her immediately, send her to Pentonville for life. Or Ferncliff, let's be real, she needs a padded room. But would he use it as leverage? Give me full custody of the kids, Willow. Sign the papers. Or I tell the cops what you've been doing to Drew. I mean, talk about a leverage play. It would be the ultimate checkmate. Michael gets his kids back, he destroys Drew's pride, and he neutralizes Willow without even having to go to court. It's diabolical. It's perfect. But wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. We have to deal with the Kai factor first. If Kai is the one watching Drew, and Michael breaks in, does Michael have to take Kai down? Is Kai gonna try and stop him? I don't want to see Kai get hurt, he's just a kid. But if he stands between Michael and the truth, things could get ugly. Or maybe Kai is the one who cracks. Maybe Kai is the one who calls Michael. Mr. Corinthos, I think something is wrong with Congressman Cain. I can hear the dialogue now. The tension. I can't get over how much I love this misery storyline. It's so campy, but it works because of how sanctimonious Drew has been. Watching him be completely helpless after months of him barking orders and acting superior is the kind of karmic justice that only a soap opera can deliver. And Willow... oh, Willow. Caitlin McMullen is acting her face off, by the way. The way she switches from concerned politician to dead-eyed psycho is chilling. When she's adjusting Drew's IV and talking to him like a pet. Now, Drew. We don't want to miss our big speech, do we, Shudder? But back to the Michael dilemma. I know some of you are going to say Michael should just let him rot. Drew is the worst. And I get it. I really do. Drew has been insufferable. He's been a hypocrite. He's been cruel. But if Michael leaves him there, doesn't that make Michael just as bad? Doesn't that make him the villain? Or is it justice? I feel like the writers are setting up a situation where Michael has to save him, just so they can play the I saved your life card for the next 5 years. You know how GH loves to recycle grudges. Remember that time I saved you from your crazy wife who was drugging you is a pretty good trump card to have in your back pocket during Thanksgiving dinner. And let's not forget the Wiley of it all. If Wiley is the one who tips Michael off, Michael has to act. He can't let his son know that he left his uncle to die. He has to be the hero for Wiley's sake. He has to be the dad who fixes things. So here is my official prediction. Wishlist 1. Willow gets sworn in as Congresswoman. She's at the podium looking fabulous, giving a speech about family values. R. Cut to the Cain house. Kai is in the kitchen making a sandwich. San. Michael breaks in, guided by a confused Wiley. They find Drew. It's horrific. Woo. Michael has a moment. A long, silent moment where he stares at Drew and thinks I could just walk away. Low. But he doesn't. He calls 911, or better yet, he calls Dante. Willow's speech is interrupted by the police. Handcuffs on live TV. The drama. The scandal. Bye. Drew wakes up in GH, sees Michael, and realizes he has lost everything. His seat, his wife, his dignity, and now he owes his life to his worst enemy. God, I want this to happen so bad. But knowing GH, they might twist it. Maybe Kai is darker than we think. Maybe Kai is in on it. Kai in charge sounds ominous, doesn't it? What if Kai isn't the innocent intern? What if he's actively helping Willow because he wants, I don't know, a career boost, money, a recommendation letter? Okay, that would be a dark reason to help torture someone, but this is Port Charles. And what about Jen Sidwell? He's the one helping Willow with the drugs, right? If Michael starts poking around, he's not just going up against Willow. He's going up against an international villain. That puts a target on Michael's back that is way bigger than just a domestic dispute. I am just so stressed and so excited. I haven't felt this invested in a Michael storyline in years. Usually Michael is just there, being grumpy, being self-righteous. But this puts him in an active, heroic, morally complex role that he desperately needs. So tell me, friends, am I crazy? Do you want Michael to save Drew, or do you want him to pull up a chair, grab some popcorn, and watch the show? I know what I'd do, but I'm not a Quartermain. Let me know in the comments, because I need to decompress before tomorrow's episode. I'm going to go pour a glass of wine and stare at the wall for a bit. This show is going to be the death of me. Until next time, GH fans, keep your IVs checked and your interns vetted.